There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, nigga, because of the stars.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Scott.
Oh, don't do that.
Before being stopped at the 28.
Don't do that.
Fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Bro.
First down and much more here for Jones.
I'm not even running full speed.
A big pickup there on the run. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because...
No, bro, please.
What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They'll go with Jones.
Come the fuck on.
He picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running right, Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chris Barnes able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Oh, I could have blocked it. Oh, I
this
suck.
one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Oh, I suck so bad. Oh, I could have blocked it.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done
so
from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now a handoff as they run left side.
Oh, that's crib. Oh, my God.
Yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow.
That was crib. Jesus
Not
Christ.
something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Throwing Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Now Jones. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That was the 9th play of the drive.
His ass up out of there, man. Come on.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he scored. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Titans have
up out of here. Come on.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Scott.
Wow, what the fuck, bro?
Races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
That was such a... Bro, please. How?
Touchdown, number 24 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now Jones on 1st and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Damn, bro.
Away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones.
Bro, that fall forward bullshit is so gay. Damn.
On any running play this call,
getting stopped behind the line and they spare you with that shit.
Distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Out of the gun is Minshew. A check down here to Jones.
I literally told him to go take that. That's the only route you throw. You only throw flat routes, bro.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and
literally told him to go take
matches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it.
Bro, what? Come on. He stopped for a TFL. Oh, God. Bro, come on, Kimo. Boy, this shit's so bad, bro.
You couldn't be more confident
Fuck.
as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we're at halftime here in Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them.
Hey, I'm going to break on one of these hoes, and I will be gone for a
but you have
second,
to
bro.
do something to bring some life to your sideline.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back.
That's it.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
That's a touchdown. You don't do all that. That boy beat.
Talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Watch that shit in, boy.
We saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go with a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And And his kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They go again with Scott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be ball, big fella. First at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Jones, off play action.
Ain't no fucking way. Oh my God. He is beat, bro.
The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time today.
They gotta start getting
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Packers drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Minshew. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Minshew sets to throw.
Fucking 2 people right there.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott.
You're not getting them cutback lanes, bro.
A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
He may be a bit undersized compared to
you gonna have to earn every fucking yard, bro.
When he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, this pass broken up. The contact.
Appreciate you for fucking with me.
And now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14.
Oh, if he was more
an 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
We're selling my shit. Damn.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones.
Bro, wow. Oh, Jesus Christ.
But not all interceptions are created equally, and that is
a good play. Good fucking play.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that's one of the mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
You ain't gonna stretch that shit, Kimo, bro. Play me on it, you fucking suck.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd down, Scott, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Scott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Why didn't you dive that far ahead, bro?
35-yard line.
Kick the fucking field
Just
goal.
a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right down the middle. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead.
Selling my shit right now.
Be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Dillon.
Big
He's taken
man.
down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. He's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Jones.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him, would force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
2nd and 11 now.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And some room to work. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point attempt to follow here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone.
My heart.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33.
Well, Obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. They were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It was never meant for me to throw that ball. Jesus. It was never meant for me to throw the fucking ball. These niggas. 3 niggas got beat, bro. Who is that? Who is this guy? Fuck. Slater. That's crazy. Everybody got beat. Jesus, it was simple too. Just a couple drag routes. Them niggas never had a chance. Never had a chance. I mean, I could have stepped up in the pocket. But fuck.